It's a real pleasure speaking with everyone today. As you all heard, my name is Rick. I'm one of the HR business partners here at Spurwink Services, and here with my colleague Hillary, who's one of our health and safety business partners. And for those of you who don't know about Spurwink, we provide behavioral health and educational services for children, adults, and families throughout the state of Maine. We're actually one of the larger mental health agencies in our state with around 1,200 employees. But even though we're quite large, we still really do have that tight-knit feel, which is really, really great. In addition to that, we offer a pretty robust benefits package, which includes single person health insurance for as little as just under $20 every 2 weeks, dental insurance, vision, life, retirement account with a matching contribution after 1 year of service, identity theft insurance, pet insurance, which is always kind of neat. And then additional benefits may include things like flexibility of schedules, definitely career advancement opportunities, tuition reimbursement, generous paid time off, and discounts at a variety of different products like Sprint, Verizon, and things like that. We're hiring for a number of different positions right now. Some of the highlighted ones are our residential youth and family specialists, which are in a number of different children's programs from Biddeford and Saco, Portland, Lewiston, Auburn, Randolph, Chelsea, Augusta, Cornville, Skowhegan. We hire for direct care professionals in all of our adult programs in locations like Biddeford, Saco, Greater Portland, Casco, and Lewiston. And don't worry if you don't have prior experience doing direct care. We provide state-of-the-art trainings for all new hires and continuation trainings throughout. These positions do require a high school diploma or the equivalent and a valid driver's license, but you don't have to have a car because Spurwink has Spurwink vans that we allow individuals to use when they're at work. In addition to that, we have an ICF unit, which is like an assisted living nursing home in Lewiston, where we hire CNAs and nurses. And we just added a new position, a CNA special assignment worker, which is essentially a floater where they'll get their schedule a month in advance and work various shifts, but the pay is for $20 an hour. We have a number of other positions, including our children's program where we hire EdTech 3s. Those require 80 college credits. Doesn't matter what your major was. We also hire special education teachers. Those are in Saco, Portland, Lewiston, Chelsea, and Cornville. We also hire case managers, which requires a bachelor's degree. We hire clinicians and counselors, which requires a master's degree in either social work or counseling. In addition to that, we have clinicians and counselors for a variety of different public schools, our functioning family therapy, trauma refugee services, substance abuse counselors, foster family clinical support, and clinicians partnering with the Office of Child and Family Services. We also hire forensic interviewers, speech language pathologists, pediatricians. And we actually just had a new position that was created recently called a community engagement specialist, which is currently in Biddeford. And with that program, we're partnering with the Biddeford Police Department to assist and identify individuals in accessing needed resources and services. Lastly, we also have a number of administrative positions throughout most locations. Some of the main ones that we have here in Portland, we have an open payroll specialist and a continuous quality improvement specialist in our CQI program, which does require a master's in social work. And one thing that I think is really, really great about Spurwink is how we do really promote from within and encourage growth in each one of our positions. And I think Hillary is really a great testament to that. and I'd like to kind of hand it off to her to discuss a little bit further.
Thanks, Rick. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having us here today. It's always like to spread our mission and, kind of let people know what we do and what we're all about here at Spurwink. Like Rick said, I feel like I'm kind of a good example of someone kind of starting at a direct care position and, learning and developing and growing through our training programs, and ultimately now have found a position in the HR department. I started about 5 years ago, moved back to Maine. I had been traveling for years and I wanted to come back where my family lived. Started direct care work at one of our children's residential locations. I really hadn't had any experience with the population that I was working with at that time. The clientele that I found myself working with was the nonverbal ASDs, so kids on the autism spectrum disorder spectrum. So it's not something I'd ever experienced. We started with a 2-week orientation here where we learn, the basics of principles that our organization like to instill in our clients. We use a very care-based approach with them. So we never, consequence the kids for any of their actions. They come from a variety of different backgrounds. And so I learned a lot about myself in that position, as one would, working with a population that you really had no experience with in the past. And, I grew and I learned and I saw some really amazing individuals working with the clients in the residents. And that really inspired me to want to kind of become part of this mission. I thought it was, really incredible to see, adults working with these kids with such compassion and love and understanding. And so from there, I eventually moved on to be the supervisor of that program. And ultimately the unit director of a bigger residence when we moved into our residential model. So I was the unit director of a 16-bed facility for a couple of years, and moved on here to the HR department, where I feel like I can still, make a big impact on the organization, but kind of help from within a little bit more. I still like to go visit the kids in the programs, and I'm very invested in our clients and their families still. So it's been really great to stay part of Spurwink, kind of see the kids grow, learn all of the other elements of what we do here at Spurwink. So it's been a really great opportunity to kind of just dig a little deeper in what we do and the mission that we have here at Spurwink. So I can't say enough about what we do. The clients that we serve, the families that we're involved with are truly amazing. And the people that work here are just caring people that want to help and want to make an impact. And that was one of the biggest takeaways from me in being a part of Spurwink. So I think it's important to share that with people. It's been a really life-changing thing for me, and I'm happy to be a part of it and continue to grow every day and learn more every day. So, I would encourage people to reach out, see what we have available, see what there is. And even if you don't really know coming into it, there's so many different positions here that, we feel like if we could find a good fit for anyone, and it's constantly evolving, constantly growing. So we'd love to hear from you guys. And it's a really great place to work. And we do a lot of really great things for our community. It's just a really good organization to be a part of.
Thank you both again for everything, for talking about Spurwink and what a great organization and how helpful you are with the state of Maine, especially during this time.
Thank you so much.